right, I think we are ready to go. And before we get started too far tonight, you may notice that my voice does sound a bit different. This past weekend, I completely lost my voice on Saturday into Sunday. It has slowly been coming back, but excuse me, it is still a bit scratchy. But I think here in the next couple days, I will be good to go. I mean, I feel fine. It's just I lost my voice. I don't know how else to say it other than that. But the show must go on, so we are here streaming. But you may hear a little less talking from me. It's a little harder to project myself, and if I just talk for too long, my voice just kind of goes in and out. So anyway, I'm going to jump over into my Discord. We are going to get started with a streamed game tonight. So just remember to follow, subscribe, comment, whatever you got to do. Let me know you're here. I thank you for joining me. And remember that if you want to try and be on a streamed game, or if you just want to talk about Magic, you want some deck advice, or you just want to talk about spoilers or even the story, you can go ahead and join my Discord and talk to like-minded people like yourself. Find out how you can get on stream or just play casually off camera. So if that's something that interests you, please go ahead and join my Discord. The link is in the description. But we are going to go ahead and get started. So thank you for watching. Hello. How's everyone doing?
Hello.
Hey, Azo.
Hello.
I am
Not bad.
so excited. I've not played with Omega or Taco in such a long time. And I'm excited to bring back... so on screen here is I Johnson, but in the Discord he's known as the Big Nutty. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Doing well.
I don't know if you listened to the intro, but I'll just explain again really quickly to you guys. Over the weekend, I did lose my voice, so I'm still slowly kind of coming back from that. But I may be a bit quiet or a bit scratchy or clearing my throat. So that's just something that the show must go on. So we will stream regardless. But yeah, I feel fine. It's just I'm a little scratchy, a little quiet today.
I'm sorry.
Was it sickness or something else that took it?
No, I felt fine. I showed up to our casual Saturday night Magic, and I show up, I felt fine. But I noticed that when I get there, you greet everyone. You're bringing out your decks, and I'm just noticing I had a little tickle in my throat. And over the course of the night, yeah, the end of the night, we usually stop around midnight, 1 a.m, and I sounded way worse than I do now. I could barely get a full sentence out without just it didn't hurt. It was just I just couldn't talk. It was weird.
Yeah.
So I did not get a chance to shuffle, so I am going to cycle the turn order 3 times, like we normally do. 1.
It's funny if it puts you in first.
2, 3. All right, so it looks like Omega's going to go first, and if you guys would give me a minute to shuffle, I assume you guys have your hands. You guys can certainly start while I shuffle, but what I would appreciate is if you start, and then you can tell us a little bit about your deck as you play turn 1. And I gotta type in my commander here.
Do you want me to wait for you to get a hand, or go ahead and start?
Why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about your deck?
Okay. My commander is Saryth, the Viper's Fang. It is a 3/4 human warlock with other tapped creatures I control have Death Touch, and other untapped creatures I control have Hexproof. And I can pay 1 and tap it to untap another target creature or land I control. And this deck is Mana Dorks can fight. Mana Dorks, Hydras, and fight spells. So ideally, if I'm attacked, I can declare blockers with a Mana Dork and tap it for mana and cast a fight spell, giving it Death Touch for whatever it's blocking, and destroying something else with pinging it for Death Touch damage, or doing a fight spell for Death Touch damage.
Right, because the way that Trample and Death Touch work is, you can assign 1 point of damage for Trample. And
1 point of lethal.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, I think this hand.
One of my favorite combat tricks.
I'm good to go. So Omega, if you want to start turn 1, and then Taco, same to you. You do turn 1. You can tell us a little bit about your deck, but I am good to go. Everyone's ready.
Draw,
Yep.
Yes, sir.
draw for turn. And Lair of the Hydra. If I control 2 or more other lands, it comes in tapped. So I don't. Can't do anything with it and pass. Over you, Tony.
I know. I'm just looking,
Okay.
checking that out. You said Lair of the Hydra?
Yeah, those are the
Lair of
lands,
the
the
Hydra.
creature lands that came out with Baldur's
AFR.
Gate, and they enter untapped if you have 2 or less lands, I think.
Oh, nice.
I remember the
Draw.
blue one, Hall of the Storm Giants, was pretty big in standard control when Baldur's Gate first came out.
I'm going to play a forest. I'm going to tap it for 1. I'm going to play an Abundant Harvest. I'm going to go searching for a land. That's what I got off the top. I'll pass.
All right. I'll draw. I'll just play an island, and I don't want to mess around, so let's just do turn 1, Mystical Tutor, and try and put something on the top that's going to help me. So I will pass after that.
Alright, I will draw a card. I will play Command Tower, and I'll pass.
Draw for turn. Play a forest. And tap 2 for a Werebear. It is a 1/1 mana dork human bear druid. Tap it to add a green. It's got threshold. It gets +3/+3 as long as there are 7 or more cards in my graveyard, which there aren't. So it's just a little 1/1 mana dork right now. And pass.
Copy.
Tap up, keep, draw. I'm going to play a mountain for turn. And then I will pass.
Oh no. Oh, that's an enchantment. Still thinking about what would be. I thought I had a turn 2 in here. I guess I do not. I'm gonna go ahead and grab. I just saw it here. I think it's called Analyze the Pollen. I just have to remember where exactly it was. There it is. I'm going to grab Analyze the Pollen. So it says it's 1 mana. As an additional cost, I can collect Evidence 8. So that means I can exile cards with CMC 8 from my graveyard. And if I do, so it says search my library for a basic land. But if Evidence was collected instead, search my library for a creature or land and put it into my hand.
Nice, nice.
I will shuffle.
That's cool.
I really
He
thought
basically
I
tutored
was-
for a tutor.
Yeah, well, I thought I had a. I did that because. So it's my turn. Tony went. I'll untap upkeep. I'll draw, analyze the pollen. I'll play a forest, and I'm doing that because I've got a secret plan. So I'll tap 2 and play Deeproot Pilgrimage. Deeproot Pilgrimage says. Whenever 1 or more untapped merfolk I control become tapped, create a 1/1 blue merfolk with hexproof, which should combo pretty good with my commander. And then I will pass. I'm gonna go just grab a drink of water. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'll draw a card. I will play Forest, and then I have to pass.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. A forest has a land for turn. Tap 2 for an Ozolith, the Shattered Spire. It is a legendary artifact. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would put on an artifact or creature I control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on it instead. And I can pay 1 in a green and tap it to put a counter on target artifact or creature I control as a sorcery. Oh, it also has cycling too, which I keep forgetting that part. Oh well.
Very nice.
Then I will tap the lair and tap the werebear for a pair of Swifties. And with that, I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
It looks like we had a double play from Omega, Ozolith, and some Swifties.
I'll play a
Correct.
Shivan Reef. And then I will pass.
All right, so Taco and Big Nutty, or I Johnson on screen, taking it a little slow, but that's all right. Draw. I'll play a forest, and again, I'm just not going to mess around. I'm going to play Roiling Regrowth. I will sacrifice a forest. I will go and search my library for 2 basic lands. I'm going to go and get a forest and an island. And then I'm done.
Okay. Oh, well, they made another Harrow.
I will draw. I will play Mountain. And then I will tap 3. And I'll bring out my commander. I'll pass.
Svella is here.
He is out to play.
Okay, I will untap. Upkeep draw. Oh, even better. Oh. Protection Tower as my land for turn. I'll go ahead and tap that for a Soul Ring.
Oh boy.
One, 2, 3, 4.
The
That's
dreaded
Saryth, my
turn
commander.
4 Soul Ring.
Feel the power.
But Saryth is now
I'll tap-
here.
I'll tap the Lair of the Hydra with the Swifties on Saryth.
Sure.
And I will pass the turn there.
All right, so Omega off to an incredible start here. Got the
Upkeep, draw.
Ozolith, got a Mana Dork, casted some fast mana.
Play a
I'm
game
in
trail
mono
pass.
green. How slow do you want me to go? Sorry, what was that, Tony?
I'm just playing a game trail and then passing.
Oh,
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Play another forest. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I think. Here's what we're gonna do. Tap 3. I will play Kumena, Tyrant of Oraska.
I think your audio is coming through somebody's stream. I can hear it in the background.
Could be me. Alright.
Alright, so Kumena allows me to tap untapped merfolk. And it would be really nice if I had one to play, but I don't. But I will tap one, and I'm just going to play Analyze the Pollen, and I am going to go and get a island to my hand, and I'll just pass.
Alright, I shall untap. I will draw. I will play land. Then I shall tap 3. I'll tap Svella. I'll create an icy monolith.
Gonna say, I'm assuming we're seeing some icy monoliths.
You are, and I'll pass.
okay. I will untap. Upkeep draw. Does that change what I was going to do? Everyone else is still setting up, so. 6 total. We'll go ahead and cast this Death's Presence I just drew. It's an
Oh,
enchantment.
nice.
Kind of like the enchantment version of the Ozolith, just a hell of a lot more mana expensive. But whenever a creature you control dies, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the power of the creature that died. So it's slightly better than the Ozolith itself, the original, but it costs a heck of a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And do I want to swing to anybody?
Might as well. Night is young. And I see we got a few chatters going. So we got Captain Poland, Musing Melodist, Thea. Always nice to see you guys. Musing Melodist trying to finish up a squad of Space Marines that are long overdue. Yeah, I know. I've been hearing about those for a couple of weeks now.
I guess, Johnson, I'm going to swing my commander, the 3/4 at you.
Alright, I'll take it.
I gotta update that sub goal. Do I? Hold up.
With that, I'll pass.
Tap a peep and draw. I'll play a force for turn. I'm gonna tap 5. And for 2 mana, I'm gonna play Steve.
Steve.
And then for the other 3, I'm just gonna play a Tervigan. It will come in with 1 +1/+1 counter. I will pass.
Is that Termagant Swarm or what's the?
Tervigan.
You're cutting out like right when you say it. What's the name of the card?
Tervigan. Go on, I can just put it in chat.
No, I got it right here. I'm just trying to like spell it into the spell table and all right, there we go. Got it. Tervigan, yes. Ravenous. So trample. Whenever Tervigan deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green Tyranid creature tokens. All right, and X was how many? Just 1?
Just 1.
Gotcha. Okay. And then over to me, Taco.
Yes, sir.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. Play a land. Now, I really want to hit 4. Play my commander Hakbal. Now, here's the great thing about Hakbal. After that, I'm going to... excuse me. I'm going to use Kumena's ability to tap Hakbal to make Kumena unblockable. Now, when Hakbal becomes tapped, Deeproot Pilgrimage will trigger, and I will create a 1/1 Merfolk with Hexproof. After that, I will go to combat, and now the fun happens, so my commander will trigger. Hakbal says at the beginning of combat on my turn, each Merfolk I control explores. And whenever Hakbal attacks, I can choose to put a land onto the battlefield. If not, I just draw a card. So exploring, I'm going to do in order. Kumena will explore. I reveal the top card of my library. It is a land. Kumena will not get a +1 counter. This will go into my hand. Hakbal will explore. I'll reveal the top card of my library. It is a beast within. I don't think I really need this right now. I'm going to put that into my graveyard. And Hakbal will get a +1/+1 counter. And then I will do the same for this Hexproof Merfolk. Then I will reveal a Simic Signet. I also don't feel that I need this right now. That will go into the graveyard. And this will get a +1/+1 counter. Now, Kumena is unblockable. He's pretty big.
I've got the best board. I understand you hit me.
I think I am going to swing at Omega. And when Kumena becomes tapped, Deep Root Pilgrimage will trigger again, and I will make another 1/1 Merfolk with Hexproof.
How much am I taking?
Just 2.
2? Okay.
And after that, I will pass.
Alrighty then, I will draw.
That was some pretty good value.
It was alright, you know, it was pretty chill. It was pretty...
I've seen this Svella deck in action. I'm very nervous for this turn.
I will play a mountain. I don't know why. Tap. I still gotta set up a little bit here, sadly. What I am going to do is I'm gonna tap 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play Battle Mage Bracers.
Oh no.
But then I'm just gonna tap 3 more. And I'm gonna tap Svella and create another Icy Monolith. And I'll pass.
So the Battle Mage Bracer says equipped creature has haste. Whenever an ability of an equipped creature is activated, if it's not a mana ability, you may pay 1 colorless, and you may copy that ability and choose new targets.
Yes, sir.
Very good. And then you were done after that?
Yep, I pass.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Those you said are the Battle Mages Bracers?
Yep. Battle Mages Bracers.
Okay. I think I have something like that.
You might be thinking about, I think they're called the Archmage's Bracers. There's another colorless version.
Oh, Illusionist Bracers.
Illusionist Bracers. They do the same thing, except they have you don't need to pay to activate them, but they also don't give haste, so some trade-offs between the two.
They're expensive too. Expensive to equip.
Johnston, do you still not have blockers?
Nope. I am open. If you wanna hit me.
I already hit you though.
Yeah.
Azo, those 2 hexproof merfolk are the only blockers you have?
They are. So this is a 2/2, this is a 1/1.
Okay. Let's see. Two, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Prowess. Until end of turn, target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I needed some card draw.
Yeah. Oh,
To get that.
that's a cool card. The Saryth is now a 6/7 with trample.
Yeah, and hexproof and haste, but doesn't really need the haste.
And Hexproof and haste.
I will also tap the Werebear in this forest to activate the Ozolith, the Shattered Spire, to
Dang.
put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, but it'll be 2 +1/+1 counters.
Yep. So Saryth is now an 8/9.
Then I move to combat and swing it at you, Azo.
I think my little tokens are more value to me alive, so I will just take 8, go to 32, and that is 8 commander damage.
Yeah, and I will draw 8 cards.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Who says blue has all the card draw?
Yeah. Move over.
Step aside. Step aside.
Well, did I get a land? And all that. Yeah, I got a land.
Nice.
Forest has a land return. Let's see. 1 mana, can I do anything with it? Yeah, I could, I guess. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll go with this instead. I'll pay the one for the most pitiful stone coil serpent you've ever seen. Reach, trample, protection from multicolor. It enters with 1+1/+1 counter on it. Ozlith makes that 2.
I think Stonecoil Serpent is massively underrated.
Oh, I love this card.
Yeah, it's got reach, trample, protection from multicolored, so it can block a lot of really good things. And then it's just X, so you can just have it enter.
Particularly commanders.
Yeah, particularly commanders. It's. I have one. I kind of took it out of my decks because I think it just got kind of power crept out of my deck a little bit. But I think Stonecoil Serpent is very good.
Then I'm going to have to discard hand size.
Oh no.
Would have thought that.
Well, seeing the current state of the boards, I'm going to go ahead and discard a Circle of Dreams Druid and a Worldly Tutor. I'll be nice.
Wow.
Wow.
And that ends my turn.
At the beginning of your end step, I'm gonna sack these so I can go find a basic land.
Oh, sure.
Get myself an island. Step up, keep draw.
Are we seeing?
Filer or Vigor?
Oh, a good card.
Gotta love it.
Thought we might see a Swarmlord here, but nope. I mean, Defiler Vigor is incredible. 6/6 Trample is an additional cost to pay green. You can pay 2 life instead for 1 green pip. Then whenever you cast a green permanent spell, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Very good.
Then I'm gonna... Hey Chris, recognize this?
Oh, is
I
it a
can't read
worldly
it.
tutor?
Yeah, I have one myself.
Your art's a lot
Ooh.
nicer than mine. Mine's old.
I like the
Ooh.
old one, to be honest.
Be glad I did this. This is what's on top.
Oh man, dude, Champion of Lambholt's great. Love that card. While you're searching, Taco, do you have any combats or anything, or am I good to take my turn?
You're good to take a turn.
All right.
I'm gonna put this guy on top.
I will untap. I will upkeep, and I will draw. Very
My
nice.
dog
very
sounds
nice.
like she's dying in there.
I'm going to play a Hinterland Harbor. It will enter untapped because I do control an island or a forest. Then... oh man, let's see. Yeah, I think the right move is to do this. I'll tap 4. I'm going to play a Tributary Instructor. It is another merfolk, and it says, Mentor. When this creature attacks, I put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. And it also says that whenever a creature with a 1/1 counter on it I control dies, I draw a card.
Nice.
That's what my commander does.
And so then after that, I think I would like to tap the Tributary Instructor. And I mean, things are getting pretty hectic out here.
We're chilling over here.
I think I'm going to
You're
take...
getting that hectic.
I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to tap the Tributary Instructor and my 2 merfolk. Tapping the Tributary Instructor with Kumena. will make me another merfolk. I'm going to tap 3 untapped merfolk to draw a card. So draw 1. Okay. Alright, and then I will go to combat. My Commander Hakbal will trigger, and we will just go down the line. Kumena will explore. It is an island. Goes to hand. No counter. Hakbal explores. It's a forest. Goes to hand. No counter. Tributary Instructor. Oh, it's a forest. Goes to hand. Merfolk token. It is a Flare of Cultivation. I don't need this right now. That will go to the graveyard. Counter. This merfolk token. Reveal Reality Shift. You know what? Let's leave Reality Shift on top. That means that this merfolk will get a counter. And since I'm leaving it on top, this merfolk will then explore. And he will also get a counter. I really need that Ozolith from you over there. Okay. After that, I'm going to tap... Or no, I'm in combat, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. After that, I will go to combat and So, the thing is that Omega over there can just block with... He can block both of my creatures with that Stone Coil Serpent, and it has protection from multicolored, so nothing would happen. And in the vein of getting this
Are you not able to make one of them unblockable?
I mean, I can, but I want to attack with my commander because I have an ability on it. So I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing at Mr. I. Johnson for 4 damage. When Hakbal attacks, I can either draw a card or put a land onto the battlefield. And I think I'm going to put a land out, actually. I'm going to put out Vine Glimmer Snarl. I'll reveal one of the many lands that you guys know I have in my hand, so it will enter untapped. And I see that you've already taken your damage, so that's all I'm going to do. I'm now in my second main phase, and I'm going to tap 3. I will play Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Uro will get...
Hey, would you get another token?
Oh, yes, you're correct. Thank you, Taco. When Hakbal attacks, I will get another merfolk token. Thank you. Excuse me. Uro says, when he enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escaped. Whenever Uro enters the battlefield or attacks, I gain 3 life. 1, 2, 3. I draw a card. And then I can put a land from my hand onto the battlefield. I will put out this island. After that, I think I am going to be done. I will pass to Mr. Bracers.
Hello. Okay. Alright, I will draw a card. I will see what it is, and it is a land, of course. I think I draw mostly all lands this game, which is sad, but...
Musing Melodist, I also love Uro. I think he's got an alternate art that looks incredible. It's like, I think it's like $80. It's so much, but I think Uro's just like a really fun, like, Uro is the epitome of what Simic wants to do, and I just like that it's on one card. I think he's cool.
Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to tap 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to bring out Kodamas of the East Tree.
Oh my, that's a good card. That's a big card.
And then I think, what do I want to do? Do I want to create another monolith? Or do I want to equip the bracers? I think I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to equip the bracers to Svella. And then I will just pass there.
Okay, I will untap. I wasn't expecting just to pass there.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. 1 in the Soul Ring for Master Chef. Commander creatures I control, I don't have enter the battlefield with a additional +1/+1 counter on it, and other creatures you control enter the battlefield with additional +1/+1 counter on it.
Dang. Some
Then
continuing the great setup here from Omega.
And I will tap 2 for a Lotus Cobra.
Okay.
Play Forest as my land for turn, making, I guess, a green. And which way do I want to go? I know what I really want to do. I shouldn't put that there. That's not a counter. Underneath it. Okay. It does come in with 2 counters, though.
Oh shoot, you
One
have
for
a
the
Master Chef in
and
there?
What? Huh? What was that, Tony?
Oh, I said you got a Master Chef in there too?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Just a little mono green deck, a few counters, a little bit of trample, a little bit of fight spell and death touch. Of course, haven't seen that yet. I could use some of my death touch and my fight spells, but let's see. 1 floating, 3 other green, 3 other potential green. I guess I'll use the 1 floating and 2 more for a Heronglade Elite. Vigilant 1/1. Whenever another human enters the battlefield, she gets a +1/+1 counter on her. And I can tap her to add X mana of any one color, probably green, where X is her power. She'll get 2 counters already. And I believe that's going to be... Do I need to swing? Can I afford to swing?
That is the question.
Who do I swing at? Okay. We'll go ahead and do it this way. Tap those to put a +1/+1 counter. It'll be 2, so Saryth will go up to now a 7/8. And damn it. You have the highest life, Tony, but you're not doing anything. Not worth hitting you for. As though this is going to trigger you to come after me, but I'm going to have to swing at you.
Oh no. Why? If only
You got the best board state next to mine.
If only
and
those
probably better than
damn
mine.
boots weren't around. Alright, so Saryth is coming at me. How much?
Saryth? 7/8.
God dang, dude. Trample, I'm assuming.
No trample.
Oh, no trample?
No, I don't have anything out that gives a trample yet.
Alright, I'll chump with one of my tokens.
That's fine.
Okay. Gotta keep those tokens under control. I get it.
And I will go ahead and pass there. That's it for me.
So now that Saryth is tapped... Oh no, Saryth doesn't give her ability to herself. Other
Nope.
tapped.
Correct.
Yep.
But other untapped creatures have hex...
Have
oh my
hexproof.
gosh, Saryth
Yep.
is nuts.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I don't know why I placed it face down. You already know what it is. Would that work? Only one way to find out. Take 2. A2. I'm gonna play the Tyrannid Prime.
Tyranid Prime.
When I do, everything gets a +1/+1 counter
That is correct.
because of Defiler. And here's where I'm wondering. You know how it says that green, I could pay 2 life instead?
Mm-hmm.
Does that still work for something like this?
Yes, it does. You'll pay for one of those.
Perfect. I'll play a Mercfiend Liege.
Wish I had one of those right now.
Good card.
It is a good card. So now Taco can swing to his heart's desire and untap.
Hey, I can't forget. I have plenty of these, so I'm just gonna. Just to remind myself that everything has a bonus because of Mercfiend Liege.
Yep. And your Tyranid Prime will be getting +2/+2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know.
He's got that down, man. Come on.
Just making sure that everybody else knows that we'll be getting hit for 1 billion here in a second.
Actually, for now. Omega, nothing on your field has a death touch, right?
Not unless I have a way to tap it after I declare it as a blocker, which this doesn't have haste, so I can't do it with that one. And this Manadork's already tapped. So, no death touch at the moment.
Alright.
That's usable. No mana to cast the fight spell. Probably the best time to hit me.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing a Tervigan at you. He is a 5/5 right now.
5/5, and what color is he?
Green.
Just green?
Yeah, just
green.
Okay, I absolutely will take the 5.
When he deals damage, I get 5 little 1/1 green Tyranids. Dang, too bad. That's all in cast. I pass.
Alright, so I feel like I gotta do something on my turn. Now, each one of you is terrifying. I was really thinking that this Kodama was gonna be the most worrisome card. And you both, Omega and Taco, proved me completely wrong. I am pretty scared of both of your boards.
Oh, this is nothing yet.
Oh, I know, and Saryth has hit me twice now. I can't do anything about Saryth.
Actually, Stars only hit you once. You blocked the other time.
Oh, that's true. You've attacked me twice with Saryth.
That's true.
I'm almost like partly in mind to just like let this play out and just see what happens. But I feel like I should do something. Oh, man. I think what I'm gonna do... You know what? No. I'm gonna let the game... I'm gonna hopefully live and let the game play out, because I think if I try and target one of you, it's just going to hurt that one person and the others are going to get really scary really fast. So I'm going to hold up my answers like a good control mage, and I am just going to start taking my turn, because Taco, you said you were passing, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So no responses from me, even though you all know that I have that spell in my hand. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Almost
But
forgot. These little guys get a +1/+1. Because they are green.
Yes. All right. So untap, upkeep, and draw. Let's go ahead and play a forest as my land for the turn. Okay, that sounds good. Let's start by paying a green and a blue. And we're gonna play everybody's favorite merfolk, Thrasios, Triton hero. Thrasios is a 1/3 that allows me to pay 4 mana. I scry 1, reveal the top card. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield tapped or draw. I think I would also like to... That only leaves me with 4, if that's okay. Tap 4, because we need to keep getting ahead. I'm going to play Deep Fathom Echo. At the beginning of combat on my turn, Deep Fathom Echo will explore. Then it becomes a copy of another target creature until end of turn. That target creature I control until end of turn. So with that being said, what I would like to do... We need more cards. We need more answers. We need more stuff. I will tap Thrasios, and I will also... So here's what I'm going to do. Tap Thrasios to make Kumena unblockable.
Make a token.
Make a token. Tap the Deep Fathom Echo to make Kumena unblockable. Make a token. So I'm tapping those two at 2 separate times. So they'll... I'm not tapping them together for one effect, so that's why I'm making 2. Excuse me. Then I will just go to combat, and my commander Hakbal will trigger, who is currently in the bright lightness of my light. Anyway, we'll start off. Kumena explores. It's a Croson Grip. Now this gets rid of the Swiftfoot boots, but I think there's bigger problems at hand. Graveyard. Counter. My commander Hakbal. Reveal Tribute to the World Tree. I will definitely leave that one on top. And I'd love to play that right now, but I don't think I can.
Tap 3, draw.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna... It's 4, so I'll tap 4. But it could be so much better if I can play it this turn. Ugh. See, now if I didn't play the Deep Fathom Echo, I would have had enough to draw it and play it right now.
Can't you tap 3 merfolks and then draw it?
That Taco, you're the reason. That's why you're here. All right, because you have the big brain. We'll go ahead and tap the 2 merfolk that just came in and one of the tokens, and I will draw that card. Thank you, Taco. So that was a non-creature spell that I left on top, so Hakbal will get another counter. Tributary Instructor. Reveal an island. Goes to hand. Thrasios. Voidalian Hexcatcher. It is a lord, but I'm looking for something else right now, so that's going to go to the graveyard. And Thrasios will get a counter. Deep Fathom Echo. So Deep Fathom Echo is actually going to explore twice because it explores and Hakbal explores. And then I will have it become a copy of Tributary Instructor. It doesn't matter because it's tapped. So it will explore 2 times. One for itself and one for Hakbal. A Heroic Intervention. Thea, the enchantment does not trigger on tokens. It only triggers on non-token merfolk. So I will not make one. Ooh, heroic intervention's pretty good. Pretty good. I may have to leave that on top because that saves me a lot of headache. So that means that Deep Fathom Echo is going to get 2 +1/+1 counters. All of these merfolk down here will get a single +1/+1 counter. Sorry, a lot of turning dice here. All right. We are ready to go to combat. And my commander is a 5/5. Omega can block. Taco can block.
It's unblockable.
Hakbal is not unblockable.
I thought both of them were unblockable.
Oh, that's the
No,
the other guy.
Kumena can only make himself unblockable.
Ah,
It would
okay,
be
so he was
Kumena
unblockable twice.
Yeah, so Kumena himself is unblockable. Really like to attack with Hakbal. Excuse me. Well, here's what I'll say. I'm going to attack Taco Tony. You're at the highest life total. I'm going to attack you, and Kumena tapped. Well, Kumena tapped both of these. I did make 2, Thea. So I have not tapped another merfolk since. But I'm going to attack Taco Tony with Hakbal for 5. And basically, I have 4 mana up, Taco. If you basically either take 5 or lose a creature is what I'm going to say. So 5.
I'll take it.
5 swinging at you. When Hakbal attacks, I will draw a card and not put a land onto the battlefield. Hakbal becomes tapped. Now I will make a merfolk because Hakbal has become tapped. I'm honestly looking for like my own Merc Fiend Liege because if I can get an untapping ability here, I think I can be in a really, really good spot.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. Oh yes. Your creature's untapped. Excuse me. I might. Oh no, we got a few more Merfolk tokens here that we can. Okay. After that, I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might have to wait to do this Tribute of the World Tree. Because I want to save up the Heroic Intervention just in case. But alright, if we're looking at the colors. So Taco is in red and blue. Red can have mass damage spells like Blasphemous Act. Blue can have Cyclonic Rift. Big Nutty, I Johnson down here is also in red, who can have things like Blasphemous Act. Omega is in mono green, so that means that he's going to be playing, if he has any board wipes at all, it's going to be something like Azuri's Predation. So I'm actually, now that I think about it, board wipes in this game were no white, no black. So an incredible lack of
Exile.
potential for a board wipe. A mass destroy spell. You know what? Out of the sake of fun, yeah, I was gonna say. I know that you're big creatures. You know what? Out of the sake of just going for it, we're gonna tap 3, and I will play Tribute to the World Tree before the end of my turn. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So it will make my little 1/1s into 3/3s.
Very nice.
And after that, I've got 1 mana up, and I will pass to the, I'm assuming the terrifying turn from I Johnson down here.
I mean, we'll see. It depends on the value that Svella can bring me.
Svella and Kodama over there is going to be crazy.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, I will put Forest onto the battlefield, and then I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll tap all 9. 8 to trigger Svella, tapping him, and then I pay an extra 1 to copy his tapped ability. So basically what Svella's 8 ability does is I could look at the top 4 cards in my library and cast any one of those cards without paying its mana cost.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm doing it twice.
Mm-hmm.
So look at the top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some good cards here. Some very good cards. This guy would help me out for. But this guy's also good. All right, I'm gonna play Dawnglade Regent. Casting him. So if anyone wants to do anything, but when he enters the battlefield, I become the monarch. And then all my creatures have hexproof as long as I am the monarch.
Oh my. You know what?
Or sorry, all my permanents have hexproof.
I'm just hoping that you guys think that everyone else is the threat, and this is just gonna be a gigantic fist fight here.
Off of that, I can with Kodama. So I casted a permanent, so Kodama can bring a permanent card from my hand onto the battlefield.
I think Kodama just says enters. I don't think Kodama says cast. Whenever another permanent enters.
Not cast.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's put.
So I'm gonna do Rhythm of the Wild. So now my creature spells I control can't be countered, and things can enter with haste. And now I will trigger my second one. Looking at top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, whew! Almost a nothing burger, but we got something. Yep. No. Okay.
Okay, the Rhythm of the Wild came from your hand, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could draw 8.
That's my hardest problem was with Kodama East is keeping cards in my hand.
Yeah, you just dump your hand.
I am going to cast Rishkishar's Expertise.
Oh, well, not gonna be a problem anymore.
Not at the moment.
I will draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures I control, which is 8.
Yeah.
And then I can cast a spell with mana value of 5 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost.
Yeah.
I'll draw 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right.
I can't say anything. I drew 8 cards earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I will now cast a card with less than or with 5 or less. I will bring out the Nissan Boar. When it enters, all creatures able to block him do so, and then whenever he becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller draws a card. I'll have him enter with haste, just in case. I don't know what I want to do with that yet. But off that, Kodama would trigger, and I could put another permanent card onto the battlefield. And I'm gonna do. I'll just do Conqueror's Flail.
Why not?
Just make sure you know that does include lands if you want to.
Yeah. If you play a
with
land.
Kodama.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep, it says permanent.
Yep.
Oh, so I could play another land if I want to?
So only when you play a
the
land.
Conqueror's Flail.
Okay.
Using
So can I
artist
take
in
that
the...
back? And I can play land?
Yeah, you can.
Correct.
Alright, I'll play land. I'll tap 1, and I'll play this elf.
There you go.
And then I can play another land?
No, because that elf was
okay.
put onto the battlefield with Kodama's ability.
No. That was used for the land drop.
Right.
Oh, yes. Then you
Then
are
you
correct.
tap
Yes, you
it.
can put another land on.
Oh, sick. Land.
Equal value LS, yep.
Now, all right, so I
Isn't
just want...
Kodama beautiful?
I want everyone.
That's kinda gorgeous.
I want Johnson to understand. I want everyone in chat or watching the video back to understand. This is why I was going to destroy Kodama, but then Omega and Taco both got really scary. But just remember, before this turn, Johnson just had Kodama and his commander, and look at the board now.
We're chilling out here.
I don't know why you didn't take out Kodama. You should have.
I thought if I took out Kodama, it was gonna basically make the game completely lopsided to where both you, Omega, and Taco would just kind of have much better board states than like I think Johnson would have just been like the lowest man on the totem pole, and he would have just been ripe for hitting. But I didn't think it was gonna explode this hard. And Musing Melodist in chat says Nissan Boar. I'm not a big car guy, but I've certainly never heard of that model.
Hey, I was thinking something similar. That sounds like a really shitty pickup truck.
All right, let's see here. So
Well, worse a van.
So I could enter combat with the Nissan Boar.
Yeah, you did give him haste.
I don't know if I want to swing though. I can.
I mean,
You know
right
what?
now you could hit somebody for 6. Like Kodama's the only other creature. Oh wait, did you give the Glade, the Dawn Glade?
No. This. So I played this,
right,
and then this came off of him.
Yeah.
with
So right now,
Kodama.
if you swung with the Nissan Boar, you can only do 6 damage. It's probably, in my opinion, would probably be best to save it. Because your next turn, you hit Svella again, and you have Rhythm of the Wild. Like, your next turn, you could probably kill somebody, but...
Alright, I'll probably just pass, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards, so I'll discard one.
Now, hang on. Do you draw for the Monarch first and then discard? Is anyone...
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Correct.
All
Yeah.
Yep. So
I'll
you'll
draw
discard
one card.
2, correct?
Yes, sir. I'll discard 2.
Does my
that's
water bottle
tough.
disappear? Oh, it does. Oh. My water bottle is green, and that's exactly the color of the green screen behind me, so it's just completely gone. That's funny.
Alright, I'll discard this Forest and Rampant Growth. And I'll pass.
Okay, I will untap.
All right, I'll be right back. I just gotta go set something up on the TV upstairs. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll keep draw for turn.
Great. Finally calm down.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait for Azo to get back for this one. Well, I can go ahead and do this, and we just
Sure. Oh,
wait for Azoreign to get here.
if you're gonna try and do something, and he can.
It's gonna affect him, so he's
If it
gonna
Yeah.
gonna have to wait for a response. So, and 4. Druid of Purification, and that's why we need to wait for his response.
What is it? Druid of Purification?
Druid of Purification, a 2/3. When Druid of Purification enters the battlefield, starting with you, each player may choose an artifact or enchantment I don't control. Destroy each permanent chosen this way. At the very least, this should pull out his hero. Oh, he doesn't have the mana for that heroic. Oh, good.
When Druid of Purification enters the battlefield, starting with you, each player may choose an artifact or enchantment you don't control. Destroy each permanent chosen. Okay. So we just choose a enchantment or artifact to destroy, basically?
Correct.
Okay.
But he's probably going to respond with the heroic. Oh, he can't respond to it. Never mind. Yeah. He's got to make a choice, though. We still got to wait for him to get back. But
I'm back.
I would choose
I
first.
see what you're
okay.
playing. So the Druid of Purification, it enters, and you start with Omega, and we're going to name an artifact or enchantment that Omega doesn't control, and destroy each permanent chosen this way.
Oh.
So now, my lovely opponents. Right now, Johnson and myself are the only people with enchantments, and the important thing about this card is that it does say may. So now what we could do is that Omega is going to get to destroy one thing, but the 3 of us could just say we don't want to destroy something and then nothing gets destroyed, or we could all just basically blow up the board. There's 3 of us.
Really?
That's up to you guys. I think, in my opinion, especially with the Nissan boar, I'm blanking on the name right now. The Rhythm of the Wild needs to go, or else one of us will be dead next turn if we don't have a way to either gain the monarchy and give Johnson's things non-hexproof. So I think Rhythm of the Wild. I mean, that's enough politicking for me. So Omega, starting with you, what is your first target, Omega?
Okay, well, first, I'll want to wait, because you do have 1 blue. I want to make sure it resolves.
Oh, you're good. It resolves.
Okay, and I do have other triggers when it comes in then.
Mm-hmm.
So, there. Well, a other trigger, I guess. Yeah, that was it. Okay. As far as what to get rid of, what enchantments do you have, Azo?
The Deeproot Pilgrimage that makes me a Merfolk token when a non-token Merfolk becomes tapped, and then Tribute to the World Tree, which puts counters on small creatures and draws me cards for larger creatures.
I'm gonna choose Tribute.
Okay. So Omega is going to choose Tribute to the World Tree. Taco, what is your choice? And you're in the safest place, Taco, because you don't have anything.
I'm not gonna pick anything.
Okay. It might make me lose my Deeproot Pilgrimage, but like I said before, I'm going to choose Rhythm of the Wild, because if we can't deal with I. Johnson's board, I think Rhythm of the Wild will just straight up kill us with the Nissan boar. So,
Now, Hexproof doesn't work with this spell, right?
when Druid of Purification, starting with each player may choose an artifact. You are correct. This
No, it's
does
not.
Because it does not say target. It just
Yeah,
says
that's
choose
what I
one.
thought.
Yeah, good call.
Yep.
Good call and remembering that.
Okay. And so, yeah, I guess I'll choose your other enchantment unless you have an artifact that...
I do not have an artifact.
Alright. I will then, yeah, I'll destroy your enchantment.
Yep. Before, with the spell's resolution on the stack, I guess just to make use out of it, I'm going to tap Kumena, tap the Tributary Instructor, and tap these 2 other Merfolk. These 3 other Merfolk I control. I'm going to activate Kumena's final ability, which is to put a... Oh man, I mean, I should probably have some blockers, but I don't know if I'm going to just straight up die here. You know what? No, I think that's not very safe for me. I'm gonna tap Kumena. What's the best way to do this? Yeah, let's go ahead and tap Kumena, tap the Tributary Instructor, and tap this Merfolk. I'm gonna tap 3 and draw a card. Then
Make a token.
I'll make a single token because these 2 are tapped for the same ability. So I'll make 1 token. It will enter with 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and then the spell will resolve. These 2 will be destroyed. As should Rhythm of the Wild.
Yep. Sorry.
And
Zoned
then I
out
think
there.
you're good to keep going, Omega.
Okay. Decisions. Okay. I'm really fearing a board wipe, but it hasn't happened so far. So I'll tap for 5 and Seedbone Muse.
Oh my.
Dang. Alright. We see you.
Unfortunately, it's a spirit, not a human or anything like that, so the Heronblade Leap doesn't get any bigger. Municipal Landfall.
So now we have two untapping creatures on two different boards.
Yeah, mine's just
Isn't it
creatures. His is permanents.
And let's see. Where should my aggression go to? I think it has to go towards Johnson.
What? All right. What you
So-
swinging?
Looking at how big your creatures are there.
I got an 8/8, 6/6, and a 10/6, and a 1/1.
Yeah, that's why I'm going. My Saryth suddenly isn't so big.
Hey man, we could be green buddies.
We can all be green
We're not-
buddies. Let's just
we're
stop
not so
attacking each other, and we can all just be friends.
We're not so different, you and I.
Well, I kind of also want to draw a card, so I kind of want the Monarch from you.
But that gives me hexproof, man.
That doesn't really matter to me.
But it can.
To be honest, it doesn't.
Like, it protects me. I matter.
Bunch of green tree
Even that-
huggers. That's right.
Yeah, the smallest thing I have that I can send is like a 2/2 actually, but if I only swung 2 at you, would you let me take the monarchy for this turn?
No!
Yeah,
No.
please leave
No?
your shields down. Make
I
your
want to
stuff
keep
lose hexproof.
Monarch. I need the hexproof. I gotta protect myself from blue out here.
Decisions now. You don't want to cooperate.
Force him into submission.
Unfortunately, I do not have the ability to this turn. So, very sadly, I'm going to have to just pass here. When you untap, I'll untap.
Tap up, keep draw. Oh. Got four possible plays. Now, which one should I do?
That is the question.
Yeah, why not? Actually, I'm just gonna tap 3 and play An awakening zone. At the beginning of my upkeep, I get to create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token.
Okay.
And then a green permanent came on field, so everything gets an extra +1/+1. It's worth it to swing something. Hey, Azo, please don't be mad.
How much are you swinging at me?
Just 6.
6, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think my small merfolk are better alive, so I'll take the 6.
It does have trample.
Gotcha.
That makes the decision even easier.
Yep. And then you'll make 6 1/1s, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Which will then turn into 2/2s because
Mm-hmm.
of Merc being lead. And then I'll pass.
Alright, at your end step, I'm going to just tap these 3 untapped merfolk tokens with Kumena and draw a card. Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Hang on, let's get through the untap first. Untap. Upkeep. And drawer. Okay. That is a fun card. Let's go ahead and play a forest. And I'll tap 3 mana. And we're going to play that fun card. I'm going to play Communal Brewing, another enchantment. It's a new one from the Balloon Burrow. This says when Communal Brewing, let me see if Spell Table will pull it up. It will not. Alright, so when Communal Brewing enters the battlefield, any number of target opponents each draw a card. Then I put an ingredient counter on Communal Brewing for each card drawn this way. Whenever I cast a creature spell, it enters with X additional 1/1 counters, where X is the number of ingredient counters on Communal Brewing. So I will be generous and let all 3 of you draw a card.
I'll pass.
Do we have to or not have
It
to?
says any number of target opponents each draw a card. It is not a May ability. I'm choosing all 3 of you. All 3 of you will draw a card.
We will draw a card, he says.
I'm going to make
Fine.
it. Listen, you draw your cards and you like it, damn it. All right. So after the 3 of you drawn a card that has 3 counters on it, I'm going to do 2, 2, and 2. I'll pay 6. And I'm going to cast Prime Speaker Zagana. Prime Speaker Zagana will enter the battlefield, and she will get X +1/+1 counters, where X is the greatest power among creatures I control, which is currently 6. But then she will also enter with 3 more 1/1 counters due to Communal Brewing. So she will enter with 9 1/1 counters, and her total power is 10. So I will draw 10 cards. I want to draw cards too, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've already played my land for the turn. Okay. All right. All right, now let's go to combat. Combat, if there's no responses.
No response.
Nope, not here.
Combat, Kumena explores. Emerald Medallion, graveyard. Hakbal explores. Lightning Greaves, graveyard. Zagana will explore. Diluvian Primordial. Not what we need. We're looking for game enders right now. Graveyard. Counter. Thrasios. Kodama's Reach. Graveyard. Deep Fathom Echo will explore twice, and then I'll have it become a copy of the Tributary Instructor. Reveal Old Gnawbone. Oh man, again,
Accelerator,
old,
but
Old
not
Gnawbone doesn't
ender.
win the game, so it's going to go in the yard.
Nope.
Flip. Herald of Secret Streams. Now that is a game ender right there. I will keep Herald of Secret Streams on
Potentially.
top. So Deep Fathom Echo.
How much you want for that card?
However much it's listed for on TCG. So now everything will get 1/1/1 counter as it will explore and it will see the Herald of Secret Streams. Now if only I could draw it and flash it in, which I cannot do. Got 2 mana. I think what I'm going to do here is I am going to try and just survive until my next turn. But, no. Here's what we will do. Let's tap this 2/2 Merfolk to make Kumena unblockable.
No.
Yes, you know.
No.
I'm going to go to combat and I'm going to swing 4 damage over at I. Johnson and take the Monarchy.
Deal. Fair. What the frick? Yeah, there you go. Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. And then after that is done, I am now the king. I will hold up in hopes that I can survive until my next turn. I will end my turn. I will draw my card, and then I will discard down to hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's get rid of... So here's what I'm going to get rid of. Let me just make sure. I'm going to get rid of Entis Restoration, Svellans of Sea and Sky, Nizal Primal Tide, and then a bunch of land cards.
Alright. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Alright, I shall untap. I shall draw a card. That's a nice card. I don't think I need it right now. I will play Forest for turn. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to cast Conqueror's Flail. And then on it entering the battlefield, I will bring in Idol of Oblivion
Nice.
artifact. And then I will tap 2 more. I shall equip Conqueror's Flail to Dawnglade Regent. Any response to that? So as long as if I'll read what it is when it happens. As long as Conqueror's Flail attached to a creature, your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. So I'll let you guys. Do you want to respond to that?
So I'm just...
I'm good.
I'm reading,
Okay,
and
priority.
Dawnglade Region is 8. Kodama is 6. Nessian Boar is 10. Nessian Boar needs to be blocked, so that won't get through. Svella is 2. So it'd be
4.
2. It'd be 16. Okay, I can survive a hit of 16. I will not respond.
Okay. So Dawnglade is a 10/10 because of the
Sure.
equipped. But then I will tap. Let's see. Do I got enough mana? 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Yep. So I will tap 2, and then I will tap 2 and tap 2. So I did it. I tapped 6 mana. I got 2 left. But I tap 6. I am gonna cast Exponential Growth. So until the end of turn, double target creature's power X times.
Oh no.
This. So basically, I'm gonna target Regent, and it will double once, goes to 16/16. Then it will double again, goes to 32/32.
Correct.
Oh.
Little scary.
That's just one of us dead.
I will enter combat.
So now, right, Conqueror's Flail means we cannot cast spells on your turn.
Correct.
All right, who's the lucky dead
I think
person?
you are going to be.
No, why?
Because you're targeting me.
I hit you for 2 to get the monarchy.
I want my monarch back. One.
Oh.
That's also a good reason to swing at you. So yeah, I will swing the Nissan Boar, and then I will sling the Downgrade Regent. I'm sorry, but
The
I
Nessian
need.
Boar says I have to block it with. Oh, I should have just killed it. I should have just friggin' killed it. All creatures able to block the Nessian Boar do so. Whenever a Nessian Boar becomes blocked by a creature.
You get to draw a card.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Right. I'll get to draw a bajillion cards. do I have anything in my hand that gets around Conqueror's Flail? I don't. For 2 mana? I don't think so.
Can't cast any spells.
You know what? Let's just try and deck myself. Okay. I'll go to blocks. I'm going to be blocking the Nessian Boar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to draw 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, then in response, I'm going to tap 3, tap 3, tap 3. I'm going to draw 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. So they're all still blocking. Dang, man, you really exponential growth.
Yes, sir. It's a hidden one in there for sure.
Dude, and I'm telling you, I had the hand. Look at this. Resculpt. hold up. Resculpt, Pongify, Reality Shift, Arcane Denial, Shamanic Revelations was going to heal me if I took any damage, Heroic Intervention, and Filter Out. Actually, I just drew Filter Out, but I had, like, this was my hand. I was sitting on these cards to protect myself in case anything happened. And oh man, I was not expecting an exponential growth, making your creature at 32. I should have just killed the Nessian Boar, but I was so afraid that both Omega and Taco would just kill me. Yep.
That is true. I mean, they might do that to me, but I'm
Yep.
hoping not, because
Yep.
I don't look that scary anymore.
I'm not quite in a position to kill you.
I'm out. I'm out of this one. Good game.
I will then. I kind of want to keep some creatures not tapped, because I need some blockers. I will then. I got the Monarch back, so I'll enter end step. I'll draw my card. Ooh, but I can't cast it, so I shall pass. I'm so sorry, Jared.
Nope, don't be sorry. That was the complete correct call because my hand was stacked with removal. I had my win con on the top of my library. I drew it. You knew I had it in my hand. That was the complete correct call to kill me right there. It just sucks that I had answers and I chose not to use them because I was not expecting a card such as Exponential Growth. That was... I think it's cool when you die to cards that you like. I don't even think I've ever heard of Exponential Growth.
I have.
I'm sure that you have, Taco.
With the groups I've been playing around with, yeah, I've seen a lot of cards.
Well, if you don't mind me, I'm going to be doing some brewing while you guys keep going.
Okay.
This deck has not had
I
a
will-
tune-up in a while.
I'll play a Mosswort Bridge as my land for turn. Making a green mana off a Lotus Cobra. It's got Hideaway 4. Okay. And put that on underneath there. These three go to the bottom. Okay, now how do I not die next?
I can't kill you. That was my one-trick pony right there.
Oh, so hang on, sorry. Mr. I. Johnson, Nessie and Boar should definitely be dead. I blocked it with an...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. Sorry. Wasn't thinking.
Now, if only you had a regrowth. You'd be able to put it back into your hand and play it with Kodama.
A card that I like instead of Regrowth is Balaged Recovery. Does the same thing, except it can be played on its land side. So it's a land when you need it, or a Regrowth when you don't.
I only have regrowth, so...
Okay, let's see.
Yep, there it is, Balaged Recovery. Return
Nice.
target card from your graveyard to your hand.
Best way to do this.
Oh, no way. You
I
play
guess-
Cauldron?
I play Cauldron of Souls because you can tell how many like counters my commander can put on the small creatures. And so the idea with Cauldron of Souls is to, have it for board wipe protection, just in case, I can't save my whole board. Do you play Cauldron in a deck, Taco?
You're looking at it.
Oh, you play Cauldron? Yeah, I mean, it's a good choice for counters decks.
I'll tap the Soul Ring for a Black Blade Reforged.
Ooh, nice one.
Tap the Heron Blade Elite for 5 mana. Use 3 of it to equip it to Saryth. So I'm actually floating 3 at the moment. Should have been paying more attention to that. But that's okay.
You'd be floating too.
No, I wouldn't.
5
One from
mana,
the-
take away 3. Oh, I forgot Lotus Cobra.
Right, I had one floating from the land coming in.
Lotus Cobra, yes.
So I've got
I
3
forgot
at the
you
moment.
did that. Lotus Cobra's good.
It is good. It's a good card.
So the 3 floating and 3 more. I'll cast a Hydra Broodmaster. It'll get 2 +1/+1 counters when it comes in. It's not monstrous. So that is that. No other triggers, I don't believe. So, what blockers do you have over there, Johnson?
I have a 6/6, 1/1, and a 2/4.
6, 6, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so I'll send Saryth at you and the Druid of Purification.
Alright, does Saryth have trample?
No, it does not currently.
Alright, I'll block Sheriff with the Farador Elves. And then how much is the other guy? How big is he?
It's a 4/5.
4 or 5.
Alright, I'll take 4, because he gets Death Touch, correct?
Correct.
Alright, I'll take 4.
Okay, and let's see. Anything else I want to do? Yeah. End of turn. I'm going to pay 2 to put a counter on creature I control. That'll be 2 counters. And from the Hermblade Elite, this is tapped. And I'll go ahead and pass my turn. Oh, I get the Monarch. Yay!
Oh yeah, that's correct.
And when you untap, I'll untap.
I'm gonna make an Eldrazi spawn. Then I will draw. Cool. I got a mountain for turn as my land. I'm gonna take 2. Okay, 3. I'm gonna play a card called Beast Whisperer.
I love a good Beast Whisperer.
Love me a good Beast Whisperer.
Everything on field will get a +1/+1 counter. The evolve will go off and giving anything smaller than a 3 a +1/+1 as well. I don't know why I put it on that Eldrazi spawn. It's just gonna be sacrificed. Why not? I'm gonna play a Winged Hive Tyrant. He does something very fun. Beast Whisperer will go off and allow me to draw a card. Now anything smaller than a 4. Get a +1/+1 counter. Essentially, Winged Hive Tyrant will give everything with a counter on it flying and haste.
Dang.
What gives everything flying in haste?
Winged Hive Tyrant.
Okay.
Other creatures you control with counters on them have flying and haste.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Alright. Any flying and or reach?
I got one creature with reach.
I've got one creature with reach.
Okay.
But you also know what my deck, what this deck does, so that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Question is, do you have any of that right now?
Maybe I've got 3 cards in hand.
So do I.
Dang, we got a handoff.
Up here. 'Cause these are definitely going out. I'm gonna swing my Defiler of Vigor and my 6 3/3s. Actually, let me do some math right quick.
Math be mathin'.
Yeah, let's see how much damage Taco's got on board right now.
Right. I'll have the Defiler of Vigor and the 4/4 Tyranids will go at Johnson, and then the Tervigan plus the 6 3/3s will go at Omega.
Okay. So you said 5
29
4, 4,
damage coming at you.
29. And Defiler is how big?
A 9/9.
9/9. And then the other ones are 4/4s.
Yes, sir.
And they all have flying.
All flying, and Defiler has trample.
Trample. Well, I'll block the Defiler with my 6/6, which should leave me with 2 health.
Yep. Omega?
Okay, let's see. Well, is anything coming at me multicolored? We'll start with
No.
that. No? Okay. What's the total damage?
25.
You have any mana available?
No.
I'll block the biggest. Does the biggest one coming at me have trample?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
Damn it. Damn it. Oh. Which way do I do this? Yeah, I will.
Alright. Guess Kotama will die.
Before declaring blockers,
Oh, okay.
I will tap the Werebear and the Soul Ring for unnatural aggression. It's an instant with the void. Target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. If the creature and opponent controls would die this turn, exile it instead. So they fight. It has death touch. They both die.
And who are you fighting?
The biggest thing coming at me.
The Turvigan? Damn. So you'll take...
So I will take 23 damage.
You will take 18.
Sheesh.
Yeah, is that
throwing the
18? Is that how
haymakers.
much is coming at?
Huh?
Tony, 18 is what's coming at me?
Yes, you have 18
Oh.
coming at you now.
Okay, down to 15. Yeah.
Should
how
have
much
fought
that was,
his
Commander?
frog.
Eh.
He's gonna untap everything now.
I pass.
Alright.
Wait a minute. You hit me, you get the Monarch.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome.
I will untap my only stuff. Poor Kodama. I had to die in order to survive. We'll see if I can do anything decent. I will draw a card. Oh, that's nice. But I don't know if it's gonna help me right now. I don't think I'll get... I will tap one. I'm going to cast a Soul Ring. Yay! Alright. Question is, what do I want to do? Do I want to trigger Svella or cast some things in my hands? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 mana. I need 9 to trigger Svella twice. So that will leave me with 4, right? I get 4 mana to trigger something else. Should I just try and go for I'll try and go for some big man or some spicy plays. I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tap 9 there. I'll tap Svella, casting his ability twice, and let's see if we get some good goodies off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like a good goodie to me. I will bring out the Seedborn Muse.
Oh my gosh, all three of
Good
you.
Got untappers. Yeah.
And then I will do it twice. 2, 3, 4. That's some good stuff right there too. Whew, I will. These are good. These are good. I will do. Oh man. I think I'll have to bring out. Should let me untap, but I'll bring out Zopandrel Hunger Dominus.
Dominus.
Dominus. Yep.
Zopandrel.
Yes, sir. So now he gives all my creatures what is it? Basically good
He
stuff.
doubles their power and toughness at the beginning of each combat.
Yep. Yep. I will then let's see here. This is tough. Tough to see.
What was the name of that card? That sounds interesting for my Najila deck.
Yeah,
Zopandrel.
Zopandrel Hunger Dominus.
Hunger Dominus. Yep.
I always get it wrong.
I'll have to think about that one.
Let's see here. I don't
Hey,
think
Omega, do you have him
really-
in your deck? The Defiler?
No, I don't own one.
You don't?
Nope. Defiler vigor. Nope.
don't think I could do anything else. I'm just going to tap my last 4. I'll cast Green Sun's Twilight. So I'll pay 1 green, and then the 3 X is 3. And so I reveal the top X plus 1 cards of your library. Choose a creature card and or land card from among them. Put those cards into my hand. If I paid more than 5, I could put them onto the battlefield, but I didn't. So I'll reveal the top 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can put... So I got a Gruul Rage Beast and a Sandworm Convergence. I will put the Sandworm Convergence and a Forest into... Oh, no, it has to be a creature card. I will put Gruul's Rage Beast and the Forest into my hand, and then the other 2 at the bottom of my library. I will then just play land for a turn. So I haven't played land yet. And I'll have to pass there. Then I get to untap everything.
Okay. I will untap Azoreign. Upkeep, draw for turn. Okay, that's interesting. I can do that. But what does that leave? I'm going to start with paying a green and tapping the Mosswort Bridge to play a Rogue's Passage.
Hmm.
And there it is.
Actually, yeah, this way. I'll tap the Heronblade Elite for 7 mana. Use 4 of it, leaving 3 floating. For a Ruinous, exile target artifact or enchantment, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature I control, where X is the mana value of the permanent exiled this way. What artifacts or enchantments do you guys have?
I have an Idol of
None,
Oblivion and 2 Icy Monoliths. And then, I got the Conqueror's Flail and Battle Mage Bracers.
What is
What
the
is that
name of
What's the
Ruinous
mana
what?
value of...
What?
Huh?
What was the name of the card?
Ruinous
Ruinous
Intrusion.
Okay.
What is the mana value of the idol?
2.
What about you, Tony? Anything?
Only Awakening Zone, it's a 3.
That's weak. I'll target my own Death's Presence. Mana value is 6.
Okay.
I'll just drop 6 more counters on Saryth.
Oh shoot. I know that Johnson has taken a hit from Saryth early in the game.
I only
don't
got
think
2 life.
Yeah, you only have 2. I feel like Taco's the real threat here.
Yep, I concur. So
How many
I'll use
lands
the
do
other
you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. That's 21 exactly.
Yep.
I'll use the other 3 floating, and 1 to make Saryth unblockable. Then let's see.
Do you have any way of getting 2 damage through? Actually, you can. He only has 4 creatures. You have 5? All above 2 power?
Oh yeah.
You could swing out and just kill everybody.
Can you?
Let's see if I can actually pull that off. Let's see, how much more mana do I have? 6 total.
And again, Johnson does have mana open, so
Yeah, he might have a response. Let's see.
like a fog or something.
That'd be nice.
But we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and leave myself fully open. Go to combat. Saryth is going at you, Tony. And the rest is going to have to go at you to buy your blockers, Johnson.
Okay. Are you doing anything, Tony? Or Taco?
I have no mana.
Alright, in response then, I'll tap
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tapping Svella. Oh wait. If I declare him as a blocker and then tap him, is he still a blocker?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll declare my... wait. So
You're just doing this for damage. 'Cause
Right.
You have to play your blockers first.
Alright. But if I trigger and get some creatures out, can I declare
You
them
won't
as
be able
blockers?
to declare them as blockers. No, because you won't been past that. So you wouldn't be able to. So I think you have to make a choice. You're probably better off digging for better blockers or more blockers.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tap Svella and trigger his thing ability twice.
Yeah.
And then I'll just
See what you get.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's nice. Alright. I shall play Sicklash Spider. It's has reach 2/7, and then I could pay X plus 2 green, and it deals X damage to each creature with flying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then I will trigger again. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, I can only get a lithoform engine out onto the battlefield. Okay.
So you still have 4 blockers?
So still got 4 blockers, but is any of them coming at me with flying?
Nope, none of them have flying. The one time being on the ground actually helps.
Yeah. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I think I can only block. Wait. How much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tough. I could have sacked the Idol of Oblivion and got a 10/10 Eldrazi creature token.
Yeah.
Can't do that no more. So what's coming at me?
A 4/5, a 9/9, a 3/3, a 4/6, and a 4/3.
Okay. Well.
So you've got 5 things coming at you.
Oh, wait a second. Can I still... no, I can't do that. Okay. Well,
Well,
I'll...
what are you thinking of? Because technically you're still at the declare blocker stage. So
Okay.
you can still do something else if you got the mana and can pull it off.
I don't.
Make this harder for me. Come on.
Can't. I don't think I got anything else. This is tough. Alright. So I'll block... So technically all my creatures power and toughness are doubled.
Yeah,
So
but can you get an extra blocker though? You need 5 blockers.
no, I can't. I can't get an extra blocker. Yeah. So I will declare my blockers. So I got a 16/16. Which one's your biggest creature?
That would be the Hydra Brood Master.
Okay, I'll block him, block him. And then I got a 8/12. Which one's your second biggest?
4/4/4.
Alright, I'll block. I'll just block the rest of them. I should kill all of them, but
You've
I
got
think
5
that's it.
creatures.
No, I got. Sorry, one will go through.
Okay,
One
then
more.
that'll
Oh,
be game.
man, one card. Top. If I had one more card, could have got another creature on the board.
Be glad I didn't get an extra turn.
You had me. Which,
Yeah, and I had that in hand.
I had a Neverwinter Hydra in hand, and a Crashing Drawbridge.
That wouldn't have helped. See? Azu?
I had these 2 cards since like I don't know a while ago, but I just never had time to play them. I could have like reshaped the Earth and Boundless Realms, and I just could have got so much land, but
So
no time.
I'm assuming this was ended in a Omega victory.
Omega has won.
Omega has won the game. This game with little removal, little interaction, and just big giant boards ends with the biggest board. Saryth takes the win.
Well, giant creatures and big numbers of creatures.
Alright, well, you guys know what we like to do here. Pick out your
Yep.
3 most valuable cards, and we go in elimination order. Now, Taco and Mr. Johnson, you were knocked out on the same turn, correct?
Yep.
So we'll just go in turn order. So we'll go myself, Taco, then I, Johnson, and then we'll go up to the victor. And we'll take his victory lap. Omega will get to talk about his 3 cards, and then we will call it. So while everyone's looking for theirs, I'll just give mine because I've had a lot of time to think about it. Excuse me. So first up, we're actually going to talk about... Whoops, got to flip these ones around. The first one is going to be Deep Root Pilgrimage. This card put in so much work for me in this game. It made me a ton. Over half of my board was little merfolk tokens that my commander Hakbal had just made bigger. And a card that was able to excel that rate exponentially was Kumena. So these cards together work wonderfully. And then comboed with Hakbal was just able to fill my hand, get rid of things that I didn't need on the top of my library, keep my hand filled with lands. So this 2-card combo, especially with Hakbal out, was just able to keep me in the game. And as you can tell, I'm starting to struggle keeping my voice ready to go. So I'm going to hopefully wrap this up soon. But my last card, I didn't really do too much outside of these cards. I had a big board, certainly. But other than these 2 cards, it was Thrasios and the Tributary Instructor and the Deep Fathom Echo. And the only other card that I felt was a really big swing for me was the Prime Speaker Zagana. This card came in and drew me 11 cards, which felt really nice, and was also an 11/11 body. But unfortunately, right after the Zagana turn, I succumbed to the Nissan Boar, ran me over, and took me out of the game. So those are my 3 cards. Yeah, so that's all I had to say. Taco, if you'd like to go, if you're ready.
I didn't get to play my commander this game, so...
I noticed that.
Oh, because I had other plays I could do. And... I'm gonna go with my Tervigan, because he was making me tokens whenever he dealt damage. And he kept getting bigger because of the second card, which was Defiler of Vigor. Made my spells a little cheaper, and he kept putting +1/+1 counters whenever I played a green permanent.
Yeah, the Defiler Vigor.
And of course, Mercfiend Liege, because boosting plus untapping.
I wish that I had a Mercfiend Liege, to be honest.
I pulled it out of a Modern Masters, I think, 2022.
Oh, you pulled your Mercfiend Liege? Nice.
Yep. A lot of the cards that I have that are pretty dang good, I pulled from packs and I didn't even know.
I have a Mercfiend Liege, but I think I got it in AC Precon.
Oh, really?
Way back in the day. Yeah. 5 years ago or so. Way back in the day, yeah, like it's that long ago. Okay.
Yeah, those are my 3.
All right, well, Johnson, if you have your 3.
I have my 3. Well, first off, Svella is a big play of my game. His abilities I just love. Kodama of the East Tree was a big component to help me jumpstart my game from a nothing to something.
Mm-hmm.
That was great, but the Battle Mage Bracers I think are one of the best cards I could have in this deck. Is just because being able to activate an 8-cost ability twice for just 1 more mana is just nice to have, and just lets me get some big creatures out even faster.
Mm-hmm.
So Battle Mage Bracers are definitely a big component of this deck. And Conqueror's Flail is just its bottom ability is just, it was just super nice to be able to, even though my creatures didn't have hexproof or any of that, this just allows it so they can't do anything on your turn. And it's a very underrated card. I don't see it much places. So yeah, these are my top 3 that really I think solidified a good game for me.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I think I was surprised to see that the Nissan Boar wasn't in there, but I'll try and, with my voice, I'll try and give a recap once.
The reason why I think the Conqueror's Flail, I put this one in first because if I didn't have this in there, you could have targeted the Nissan Boar and nothing would have happened.
That's
so
true.
Just because you couldn't target my stuff or cast anything on my turn is why I put the Conqueror's Flail in instead of the Nissan Boar.
That is true. All right, well, our last but not least, our victor for tonight, Omega, and I'm sorry if I'm trying to, it seems like I'm trying to push this along, but as you can tell, or maybe not, I'm starting to lose a little bit more and more of my voice as this goes on. So, Omega, you may take your victory lap and tell us about your 3 cards.
Well, there were a bunch of them that added little things here and there, like the Ozolith and the Master Chef to make things bigger. But I would say my 3, I'll start with the Swiftfoot Boots because it protected Saryth. I don't think I've ever swung that much with Saryth in my life as I did in this game.
Right.
He usually just sits there and protects everything else. Heronblade Elite because it provided mana towards the end there that I needed to close it out by pumping her up. And adding the final crown to my commander was the Ruinous Intrusion and taking out my own Death's Presence just because it put 6 more counters on my commander.
Right.
Giving me enough to kill Tony.
Certainly a gutsy play, but it definitely paid off.
Sometimes you gotta take a risk in order to win.
If they were running better stuff. Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, I was just about to say thank you, Taco. Okay, I Johnson, that is your name here on Spell Table, but in the Discord you are the Big Nutty. What do you prefer to go by?
Oh, Johnson's fine.
All right, then I will continue calling you. So Taco, Johnson, and Omega, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope you guys had fun. We certainly, to give a small recap of the game before we close it out for the night, again, thank you for joining me tonight here. Thank you for people who are chatting, who are watching live, or who are rewatching this VOD back. Again, just to give a little recap, Something I didn't notice until we actually like sat down to play. This was a very green heavy, big stompy, big board game. We had Saryth at mono green. Omega was doing a lot of countery stuff. He played a lot of really good spells really early for some great setup, like the Ozolith Shattered Spire and a Soul Ring pretty early on. Taco was just throwing down some big Tyranid haymakers. We had Johnson, who I know this deck played against it quite a few times, making those monoliths and then getting to cast big free spells, and especially with those Battle Mage bracers, giving it haste, giving Svella haste, and then doubling Svella's activation is always just crazy good. Kodama was out, and Kodama is just a horrible, scary, terrifying card in its own right. And then there was me making a bunch of small little tokens and making them big. But that is going to do it for us here tonight. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure to like and subscribe. We are so close to our 2,000 subscriber goal. And if we can hit that, I'm going to be doing another big giveaway for some collector's packs. So, yeah, again, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for joining me. Please make sure to join my Discord if you want to find out how you can be on a streamed game, or if you just want to talk to me or the people that we're playing here tonight about decks, about Magic in general. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. Peace out, and I will catch you next week, next Tuesday. Be on the lookout. And yeah, that's it. So have a good night, and thanks for watching.
Hi, guys.
Good night. That's